Right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our final lunch talk of the semester. Uh, Woo, it's been crazy. And since this is the last week of the semester, we really wanted to use this time to kind of get your feedback about what we could be doing. So today's talk is going to be about Spectrum mentoring and our future plans. So just right off the bat, just to make sure everybody knows, so what is Spectrum? We are a student group dedicated to fostering a diverse, inclusive, and scientifically minded community among all physics and astronomy students at George Mason University. We aim to provide leadership opportunities to upperclassmen as they mentor incoming and current students. We want to empower members to build their physics identity through interactive professional development and social bonding activities, and increase retention and parity within the physics department. We believe in science, not silence. And this group is open to everybody, graduate, undergraduate, every single race and creed imaginable. So just to give a brief recap of what we've been able to do this year, the Code of Professional Conduct was introduced at the Physics Department faculty meeting in May of 2020. We were invited to present at the College of Science faculty meeting in February of 2021. We did an interview with the College of Science Publicity to bring more publicity to Spectrum and hopefully start some sister clubs. We have our mentorship program that is going very well with 16 mentors and 11 mentees currently, and we're hoping to grow that number with anyone that would like to join. We have instituted a faculty mentoring committee that consists of 6 faculty members to support our efforts as Spectrum and support the students within it. We also developed an anonymous report form that is available on our website in case anyone ever needs to report anything that might have happened to them within the department. It can be anonymous or not, and it goes directly to our HR department here at Mason with Faith Gale. We have also begun these professional development lunch talks that cover everything between traditional professional development, such as writing a resume or a CV, to more social justice professional development, including breaking the glass ceiling and how to deal with toxicity in academia. We also have a host of Spectrum events that happen outside of this professional lunch talk hour and can be attended again by absolutely anybody. And we have special guest speakers during those events as well. We also applied to host the Conference for Undergraduate Women in Physics, also known as CUIP, for 2023. And we intend to apply once more now that COVID hopefully will not influence the application decisions. So our current leadership as it stands is myself, Natasha Latouf. I will be a first-year graduate student. Catherine Fernandez, who is going into her 3rd year of graduate school. Michael Reefy, who is going to be an undergraduate senior. Phoebe McClinsky, who is going to be a first-year graduate student here at Mason, and Raina Elliott, who is also going to be a senior undergraduate student. Our former members include Carly Solis and Jenna Can, who are going off to bigger, better, and brighter things, but they will always be around should anyone want to speak directly to them for any kind of aid.
All right, and so our mentoring program, like Natasha was saying, has been growing pretty well this first year. We have 11 mentees and 16 mentors. We typically try to pair 2 mentors to each mentee to help share the responsibility. Also, because different mentors can provide different amounts of help and different kinds of help to different people. To become a mentor or mentee, we have an application process, and basically you're gonna get in if you want to be a mentee. Basically, you just have to ask, what kind of help do you want? Do you want help with classes, career advice, personal mentoring, just to chat, or really anything? We've got people who are happy to talk to you about anything. And the time commitment is very flexible. You can decide with your paired mentor or mentee on a schedule and a frequency that works best for you. It's really, really laid back. And like Natasha was saying, we do have the mentoring events, mentoring program events from Spectrum. We've done an imposter syndrome and physics identity talk in fall 2020. Earlier this spring, we did a personal statements talk and also just a general welcome to Spectrum. And then about a month ago, we did a talk on pathways to government, where an alumni from GMU came and told us everything that we could ever possibly want to know about how to use USA Jobs to apply, how to find hiring events, and how to really secure that federal government position. And so we're planning on having more of these, obviously, throughout the next semester and the next year. So if there's any topics that you would like to see covered, please let us know. We're open to anything, and we're down to help kind of hunt down speakers for all of these. And Tasha also mentioned our faculty mentoring committee. So the members are Joe Weingartner, Karen Sauer, Erhai Zhao, Fernando Camelli, Brooke Vaughn, and then Faith Gale, our HR person. And their role is to support Spectrum initiatives. Many times they'll attend Spectrum events, and they can also advocate for Spectrum and students in faculty-only events and spaces. They meet with us about once or twice per semester to get updates and listen to student concerns and provide feedback. And based on those concerns and any issues that may be going on in the department, we typically try to brainstorm joint faculty and student solutions to those problems.
So for our professional development lunch talks, like Natasha mentioned, we do try to have, a different balance of professional development, building those skills that you need in academia and beyond academia, as well as our JEDI talks, which are on justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. And I just love the image that we have. So some of those recent talks related to that are science outreach, communication, addressing stereotype bias, how to be a little bit more anti-racist, inclusive language. And then we also have student panels. So sometimes they're made up of alumni, like we had our Pathways After Academia panel. And we have grad student panels, transfer student panels. And this is especially important since we invite students from community colleges to come to our events. So far, we have Nova here locally and also the Miami-Dade Honors College. And we do record all of our events and post them to our YouTube channel for folks to watch asynchronously, especially when there's been a lot of Zoom fatigue going on. And we use anonymous question forms prior and during the talks. So if there's a topic that you would like to see, or if you do attend these talks, we are more than welcome and open to feedback. So you can always follow our links on our website to submit to see what you want to hear. And so we have a lot of future goals in keeping with the Spectrum momentum. So we did apply to host CUIP for 2022, but because of the pandemic, we were put on hold. So we're going to reapply and hopefully host the conference in January of 2023. And we also want to start an annual conference to recruit high school physics students, and as well as field day, just like all of these social bonding activities that are really important to Spectrum. And kind of along those lines, we would like to have Spectrum retreats for leadership folks or for mentors and mentees to just have like everyone come together. And in the future, we do want to have some fundraisers so that we can sponsor student activities or to get graduation regalia so that our members can show up at graduation, and just different Spectrum swag like t-shirts and different things like that. So in thinking about Spectrum and you, please remember that we are always open to feedback and ideas. You can send an email at any time to our Spectrum email that's shown on the screen here. If there's a topic that you really want to see covered, or if you want to find out more about a talk that we gave, you can always reach out. We are also always accepting new mentors and mentees, and the links to both of those applications are on our website.